everyone, I'm so sorry that in the last 2 days I didn't make a video. Oh my god, how could I? Really, there's not gonna be a video next week because I'm going on vacation to a lake with the doggies and the lady. Because the week after that is Musikmesse in Frankfurt, where I'm running the Joyo booth. I designed the whole thing. This big monstrosity is going to be at the Boss booth. And there's a lot of stuff I still have to do until then. So for the next 2 weeks there will be sporadic, maybe unboxing, maybe a, "Hi, what's up? I'm dead." I'll try to shoot some stuff at Frankfurt. We'll see. Visit us at the Joyo booth and of course visit us at the Boss booth where you see the monstrosity, which we're gonna look at now. I will tag on to the end of this video what I filmed in time-lapse. I only really filmed the beginning where, well, I'm putting Velcro on the board and I'm actually putting the board on the board. So if you want to see that you can see. After that, I just thought this is taking 2 days. Who wants to sit through that? And also I forgot to turn on the camera. One of these is the better reason. So we're gonna grab the camera off there and I'm gonna show you, the board. I haven't plugged it in yet. And I haven't configured any Midi stuff, I haven't programmed it. It'll be on display, you won't be able to play it in Frankfurt. But I'm definitely going to program some patches so when you click things will change. I'll show you what my idea for the board was. First of all, it was supposed to be full with stuff. So I tried to get as much stuff on there as possible. And shiny and cool. And nice pedals that you see on all these porn boards. So it's a porn board, that's what it is. Who wants something from me? Okay, we're gonna go over there now. So here it is. Obviously it's all centered around the ES8. That's the general idea here. And, wait, I gotta take my shoes off. These are, by the way, guitars that are cut in half. I didn't film that because I thought you would cry, so that's why I didn't. And, yeah. So, here's the ES8, and that's obviously... Oh my god, that's a lot of cat hair. That's obviously the centerpiece. We have a Metro 20 pedal train, which is on these feet, which are actually supposed to go on a little table. And I just drilled a hole in here, put a big screw there, made it red so that on the red Velcro it kind of disappears. And these are also screwed into the board. In loop number 1, we have the Jupiter effect gain saw, which is just a really gnarly distortion, where the knob actually controls the voltage. Alternatively, either or, you have the Deep 6 compressor. So you have to pick what is in loop 1. Or have both for complete craziness. In loop number 2, you have a choice of 3 different drives, which would be the Techno Foo by Sweetwater, the Blues Driver Watercraft, or the Overzoid right there from my friend Mark Svirkov from Sweetwater. So obviously you would only have one of these on, depending on the situation. So this you have to pre-select. Then in loop number 2, as you can see right here, that's loop number 2, the cables go up. Okay, so the send goes back here to the hex, which is a 6-loop MIDI controllable looper, and the return actually comes, this is really cool, comes here through the board and back down here. No, that's the send. That's the send. Okay, that's the send. So it's going through the board. Just like here, the cable is actually going through the board. If the camera cared to focus, which it doesn't. There. This, by the way, is the remote control for the lights, which of course are very important. So, loop number 2 is this top board. So this whole top board is loop number 2. It has 6 pedals on it. There is a space here and a power and a cable, which of course is coming. Why can't I pull this through? I zip tied that. Damn it. I'm actually going to have to unzip tie that. So there's a actual, there's another pedal coming in here which is secret and will be revealed at the Boss booth. And so I can't tell you what's going on there. So we have the hex from Voodoo Lab, which you can turn on here, and then I think it has MIDI learn. So it's very nice that you can actually see which loops are on. It is very likely that there will only be one loop on at a time. And that's why it's all in number 2, because these are your drives. So in loop number 1 of the hex, there's a box of rock. Then we have the Mad Professor underdrive, which is a very cool thing to get your signal cleaner than usual. We have the Focus from VFE with a beautiful ground lighting. We have the Symbol by Mad Professor. It's a Dumble style overdrive. We have, of course, the Dev Henrexiac, because no board is complete without my ugly face on it. And we have the Mayflower by Walrus Audio. Let me get this light off here. So, we have the Mayflower. All these are independent. They're all going, this whole board is independent, going into the this looper, which is all in loop number 2. And underneath, right here, is the Chox DC5. So it even has its independent power. If you can see this underneath, right here, those are the lights from the DC5. I had so much power in the DC5 that it's also powering this Strymon Dig. In loop number 3, I do not know. Oh no, loop number 3 is the Mobius. So right here, my Strymon Mobius under the main board is loop number 3. Loop number 4, if I'm correct, can't even tell you anymore. I'm thinking loop number 4 is the Vibe and the Helix, so you can have your choice of Vibe or Phaser. They're in loop number 4. Loop number 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. And 8, yes. So loop number 5 will be, let me see. Do I have this correct? I can't remember. 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 is the Mobius. 5, yes, now, okay. 4 is the Mobius. 5 are these 2 modulation pedals. 6 are the delays, which are, get this, the DD500, the Dig, the Bellwether, okay? And those 3 are actually in the decibel 11 looper. I know it's complicated, just don't listen to me, go and do something else. They are in the decibel 11 looper, which is in here. So right there, stuck into the board, is the decibel 11 looper, and I'm using it for 3 loops, and that's why I can see input, output. The Bellwether is in pedal 1 direct, and then the Dig and the DD500 are in the other 2 loops, and you can see that there's actual like holes in the board, so the cables run below the board from here, underneath there. That's where the Dig comes out, see? And then here are the cables for the DD500. They're coming out on top, and they're running below here, and coming from there. There's the Chox power supply, but we're going to look under the board in a minute. Now the next loop, that was loop number 6. That was loop number 6. Loop number 7 is actually 4 loops. That's the M4L from G-Lab, the G-Lab M4L, in and out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. In loop number 4 we have the H9. Then I think loop number 3 are actually these two, the Yodeler and the Quattro, Joyo Quattro, and VFE Yodeler, so you can pick which one you want. That's a lot of delays, but I mean, delays are cool. Loop number 2, we've got the Deeper Blue delay from Milos Popovic. And loop number 1, we have my favorite, the Deco from Strymon. I love that thing, to dirty up things. So this is all in loop number 7. These are all loop number 7. This, and this are loop number 6. The 2 in the front, loop number 5. This by itself, loop number 4. Loop number 3 are those 3 drives in the front. This is all in loop number 2. And then gain saw and deep 6, loop number 1. We have an expression pedal, which is going into the expression input. I don't think I can actually show that. I might be able to. Right there, it's going into expression 1. And then I can reroute it to 2 different parts. Obviously, I can reroute it to Midi as well, so anything that has Midi can get it. But expression 1 and 2, and I decided to actually route it. I had to put it somewhere. I could have put it in here, in there, anything that has an expression input. It is actually going to the Mobius and the DD500. So in the expression in, and expression in right there. Now, there are 6 devices on here that have Midi, which is the H9, Midi right there. The 3 loopers have Midi, they have to. The Mobius and the DD500, and they all have Midi. I don't know why these cables go up. This is kind of stupid, but that's the way they have been done. On here, they turn around, so here again, going up, kind of stupid. There's Midi, and on this one, it's on the other side. Now, that would mean that we have to daisy chain 6 devices, which is possible, but not great. So instead of doing that, I'm actually using the G-Lab Midi splitter. So 1 signal goes in, 3 signals go out. And that way, the same signal goes out of 3, so that means we don't have to daisy chain that much. And so each of these outputs is actually running only into 2 pedals. And as you can see, we're running into this M4L and then through. We're running into the Mobius and then through. And we're running into the loop expander from Decibel 11 and then through into the Hex. I haven't assigned MIDI channels to either of them. I would think it's going to be MIDI channels 1 through 6. So I haven't decided what MIDI channel goes where because, well, I haven't started programming this, I'm afraid. And I'm going to try, of course, as it always is the same crap. These boards are not high enough for most power supplies or for what I want to do underneath. So as you can see, we're missing 2 centimeters here. So the way I had to do it is take these handles, which I had tons of, and actually just screw them in, which on this side was easy because I had nothing in here. On this side, it was rather difficult, ask Kiana, because here we have the M4L. So the screws had to go into this metal, which means I actually drilled through from the very top all the way to the top layer of this to make a hole that is big enough so that the screw head can go through, and then I made a smaller hole at the bottom. It was a pain in the ass to do, but we managed to do it, and the board is securely on these new kind of skates. Let's call them skates. Live, you might want to put some rubber underneath so it doesn't... I mean, I don't think this board is going anywhere, as we can clearly see when I now try to lift it. Volume pedal, of course, is in the volume loop. And we have no control outs. We're not controlling an amp. Who needs an amp with this pedal board? Seriously. So we got nothing, as you can see right there, in the control outs. Obviously, we could put something in the control outs, but come the crap on. At some point, you gotta just say, enough is enough. Oh, loop number 8. I'm sorry. Loop number 8 is actually going stereo into this reverb, the RV6, and then stereo into the Ditto stereo, and then back stereo into the ES8. So let's see if I can lift this and show you something underneath. I made it as clean as possible because what Boss wants to do at the show is actually lift this up, so elevate it a little bit, and show you the underneath. So there's a screw right there, if you can see this, which is actually holding the top layer. There's another one right there. Here is the Chocs chocolate, which is definitely the main power supply. Then we have the Walrus Audio Ethos, or Atos, which is, it was definitely needed because we needed a lot more power. And then we have the DC5. So 3 rather nice power supplies are powering this puppy. Obviously we could have made the cabling a little bit nicer. It's a little bit, I tried to sum it up as much as possible. It could be better. So here's our Decibel 11. Here's our M4L. Decibel 11 in the back, as you can see, the MIDI plugs. Okay. And here is the MIDI splitter. I also drilled holes through these bars here so that I could put more zip ties through it. So I'm thinking that's a cool idea, putting holes through here for the zip tying. Yeah, and that's pretty much the board. I've gotten the question already on Facebook, does it fit in a case? Of course it doesn't fit in a freaking case. How do you move it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. What do I know how to move it? At some point, I mean, it's gonna have to go on the backseat of some car with someone protecting it with a lot of blankets. You need 2 people to lift this thing anyway, and it's completely freaking ridiculous. But it's nice, isn't it? So, not today, but before the show, I'm gonna have to plug it in, test it out, program some things, make sure when you're pushing on the buttons, things happen. Oh, things actually happen. Look at this. Look at this. There are definitely program changes happening. Because these are all set to MIDI channel 1, apparently. So, things are already happening. Way to go. Awesome. I'm done. Now we're gonna look at some time-lapse of me putting it together in the beginning with some nice music under it. And we already have a huge video again, but that's your problem for watching it, not mine. I'm gonna go try some couch time now, because I'm exhausted. Because I have to wait for these guitars to dry so I can put strings on them. Because, you know, half a guitar is still a guitar, needs some strings. See you, nutzos. Bye.
Battle lines are drawn in blood. Give us better days, Seattle.